Guess who's back? It has been a long time, people, but I am back, and coming with me is a new NFL season. Are you ready? Did you miss me? I know you did, because I missed you, I missed football, and I'm ready to get back in the flow of things. All right, let's get started. It's been a really long off season, and so many people said, well, why didn't you do a blog in the middle of off season? Because we had so many major changes, the most that we've had in a very long time. We got Bruce Allen, we got Mike Shanahan, we got a new quarterback. Not just a new quarterback, we got Donovan McNabb, okay? If you don't want him, Philly fans, we will take him. Thanks, John Mitchell. Then people ask me, well, why didn't you speak on the Albert Hainsworth situation? He took the $21 million in April, didn't show up to any of the OTAs. He has been acting like a diva because he doesn't want to play in Jim Haslett's new 3-4 defense. And I really thought about doing one then, but I felt like my professionalism was going to be out the window, and then my frustration and my irritation and my total disgust with Albert was just going to take over. So I said, you know what? Let me just step back from the situation. Let me let things fall where they may, and see how he does during the regular season, because he still was pulling stunts during the offseason. I said, you know what? I'm not even going to deal with this right now. As most of you know, I have my own little situation going on, my own little situation. So I just wasn't going to deal with it. Which brings us to game one, season opener. I mean, what better way than with a win? What better way with a division win? What better way with a win against the Cowboys? Wait. I don't think it heard me. What better way than with a win against the Cowboys? Gosh darn it, that felt so good. I think I'm going to say it one more time. What better way than with a win against the Cowboys? Man, you know what? They can come up with any excuse they want. I hear these little fans chatter. No, it was the penalties. Oh, we shot ourselves in the foot. Oh, we did all kinds of things. You know what? If I was a fan, shame the devil. Never will that happen. But if I was, I would probably say the same thing. You know what? But I don't care, because last season, that was us. That was us with the penalties. That was us with the stupid mistakes. But this year, we capitalized on it. We knew how to make it work for us, and we won the game. Speaking of, before I go any further, I would like to dedicate this blog to Alexander Barron. Thank you, most penalized man in the league, for doing what you do best. And people can say, if it wasn't for that penalty call, we would have had the touchdown in the end zone. If it wasn't for that penalty call, and if he didn't hold a Rackpole would have got to Tony Romo and sacked him, and never would have got the throw off in the first place. So don't give me that crap. You can take that argument into the toilet, and you can go flush it. I got 4 of them, so if you need one, you can use one of mine. Moving on, our offense. Okay, we won a great game, but at the same time, our offense was still not able to get it into the end zone, and that, my friends, is a problem. We have different coaches. We have a different quarterback, but we still can't get it in. So what is the problem? It's got to be our wide receivers. I mean, I love Santana Moss, and he's really out there doing the best he can. Chris Cooley has come out there, great tight end, and is doing what he can. We've got Armstrong, who's 27 years old, but yet this is only his first year of football experience. And the 2 plays to him in the end zone, I just didn't understand that. He does not have enough experience for him to try to make those plays. Then we have Joey Galloway, who on the other end of that has way too much experience. And we've got to get younger. We've got Devin Thomas. I wish we would develop him more. If we're not going to, then we need to do something with him, because he has the height, the talent. It's just in and out with him. I just don't know what we're going to get from him week to week. And then Malcolm Kelly is out for the foreseeable future. So we have to do something when it comes to that position, because McNabb can still get it done. He can still throw it. It's great to have a quarterback in the pocket that can make things happen, that is not rushed, that can run if he needs to, and knows how to make great passes, and can pass on the run if he needs to. I mean, our offensive line was impressive to me, because I know what we've gone through these past few years. And I tell you, the young rookie Trent Williams, I mean, say what you want, but Brother Man held his own against DeMarcus Ware. Ware still did what he did, but for the most part, Trent Williams, for a rookie, did a really good job in holding him off in solo coverage. Also, Clinton Portis is back off of an injury-riddled season. Did a good job. You know, he had a few runs here and there, but what impressed me the most was his blocking. He came with a lot of great blocks in the game. But for the most part, our offense, we've got to get into the end zone. We have the Texans coming up next week, Matt Schaub and their high-power offense. So our defense is going to be working double time, which means our offense is going to have to get it done. Our defense, once again, they're looking good. We were finally able to get a score off of the defense. Thank you, D'Angelo Hall, with picking up the fumble at the end of the first half. Carlos Rodgers, thank you for doing nothing like you always do. London Fletcher for mayor. I tell you, this dude, every time he's on the field, I always feel better because, you know, he brings it every time. Every time you see the ball, you see London Fletcher. Now, that's what I'm talking about, okay? So, Albert Haynesworth, next time you want to sit on the sideline and cry because you would take it out on a 3rd and 14 in the end zone where Jim Haslett felt like you couldn't get it done. No sitting up there crying, going to the sideline, and defense is over here in the huddle, getting their stuff together, and you're sitting over there by yourself, looking on the side of your face, looking like this. I wanted to put some lipstick and a wig on you and call you Ving Rhames from Holiday Heart, okay? Because that's just how stupid you look. If you haven't seen that movie, Ving Rhames dresses up like a drag queen, and that's exactly what you were acting like out there. Be a team player. Understand, you are not bigger than the team. This is not the Zorn area where you were able to come in and do whatever you want. No, Shanahan is putting his foot down and he's saying, look, you are going to do what everybody else has to do. There is no special exceptions. And that's what I like about it. I love every single thing that he is doing to him. So until you want to understand where your place is and play and understand the defense, Jim Haslett has already said, if you come in there ready to play, knowing what your position is, knowing what your job is, what you have to do, you'll be out there on the field. Simple as that. The rest of us know we have to do our job. If we get a title change, we have to go with the flow and do it anyway. But you just don't seem to understand that. Anyway, we have the Texans coming up next week. Most of y'all say, oh, the Texans, they were 1-15. Let me tell you something. They were one of the best 1-15 teams you will see in your life. And Peyton Manning and the Colts learned that last week. So let's get the offense together this week and see what we can bring. I know our defense is going to bring it, but they're going to get tired and worn out. So offense, you're going to have to put some points on the board. Until next week, Redskin Nation, out.